Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 6th of September 2025. This is just my weekly analysis video where we have a look at some of the Forex pairs of trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence trading methods from my books. Okay, I hope everyone's weekend going okay so far. I'm in Brisbane, as most of you know if you've been following me on the Telegram channel. There's no video last week, and I do apologise about that. I had to do a mad rush on Friday. Last Friday, I had to fly back to Australia. My mum had a stroke, and she passed away over the weekend, last weekend. So it wasn't ideal. And so I'm just with my dad and just at my brother's place at the moment. So it hasn't been ideal, but it is what it is, I'm afraid. So sorry about no video last weekend, so we'll make up for it this weekend. There's not really much to report though. There's not much happening on the daily charts. I'll get onto a 8-hour video later this week sometime. Not sure what my movements are, so we'll just wait and see. Anyhow, let's have a look at it. If you do like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe button. That's always appreciated. I get it. They're not exciting videos, but yeah, we get the message across. So let's go to the charts. This is TradingView. Oh, and my football team had a big win last night. We're in the finals, so that's a good thing. All right, TradingView. I do all my analysis on TradingView. I don't actually trade off TradingView at all. All my trading's on MT4. I'm not a trade signal provider. Don't follow me blindly. Do your own due diligence. This is the daily charts. There's not much happening here. This is the AusCAD. We'll have a look at that first. As you can see, it's been in a bit of a range for a few weeks. This is, as I said, daily chart. I've got no open trades at the moment. I've got some losses to make up on this pair, about $850 roughly. So I'm just waiting on a valid signal. So those are all previous trades I took. If you're just going from signal to signal, there's not much on offer here at all, really. So at the moment, nothing happening on the AusCAD. Oz Yen, Japanese Yen. These are all previous losses. I've been taking trades here. Now, this is the last one, this buy here, which is on the 26th of August by looks. Yep, there's a buy. These are my recovery targets to recover all my losses. So there's $895 in loss. Now, it got up through my recovery targets up here, and the MACD platinum through the zero level. So on the 4th of September, I closed most of that trade and set a stop just inside the entry. So it recovered all my previous loss. So that $895 loss was all recovered from all these trades. And I'm now in a open position I can't lose on this pair. So didn't have to move far to recover all those losses. So that's where it does work nicely. The loss recovery mode. Now I know a lot of people don't do that and you just trade with a traditional stop. If you're taking the buy in here, you would get your stop, and initial stop would have been below the low somewhere down here, just be sort of around that blue dot area there. Again, you would have done exactly the same, closed half and protected your position because the MACD platinum through the zero level. Now remember the MACD, looking to buy when it's below the zero level and sell when it's above the zero level. That's the general gist of the whole setup. So we're good on the Aussie Yen. That's paid off nicely. Aussie New Zealand, I'm in this sell here. This is a loss recovery for me also. But again, if you just took the sell here, more than likely you would have been stopped out here. I would have, if I had taken the sell with a stop in place, my stop would have been around the red dot, and 3 days it's poked through there. Now, you see I've got this blue trend line drawn in. If you were stopped out, you could consider a re-entry here. Because that sell signal there, it's a bit hard to see. There's a red QMP filter dot there. See on that line there? It's a bit hard to see. I'll put this one too. So there's that red dot, all right? So that signal's still valid. There's no blue trade signal. So as far as I'm concerned, that's still valid. With me though, I'm trading like without stop, so it's not an issue for me. But if you had a stop on and you were stopped out, you could look at getting back in. We've had a break of that trend line, which is across the lows there, Friday's candle. So on Monday, you could take another sell if you've stopped out and get back in. I've got a little bit of a loss to recover from this trade here. It's not much, only $20 or so. It's not a big deal. Those 2 yellow lines, my target. We've got sell trade. You can read the notes there. It's not a bad setup, except it was against an uptrend, but there was supporting regular bearish divergence. You can see that's the obvious one. That's the easy one to spot, and it's still the same really, because you extend that line up now, that trend line, still, even though the trade was taken on it, it's still now, it's further regular bearish divergence, and it's coming back down to my entry now, so it's all good. MACD platinum above the zero level, so yeah. All right, Aussie USD, I'm in a lot of trying to recover a lot of losses here. It started getting up close to my targets, but again we're stuck in this range. You can see it's been sideways for a long time. That's, if you go back all the way to that's back to June, you know, so yeah, it's been sort of grinding a lot all through this, you know, for a few months, going nowhere fast. So my last trade was this buy here, this buy, stop and place, been down below the lows here, and it's eventually ground its way up. Now the MACD platinum's already through the zero level. If you hadn't, I don't already, you'd be looking at closing, you would have closed half in here somewhere and put a stop up. I don't, because I've got this loss recovery target above, and it's trying to get up there, but in the meantime, now we've got a red dot on the MACD platinum above the zero level, hence the grey vertical. It's just like a warning line. But Friday is a non-farm payroll day in US employment numbers and Canadian employment numbers, so it's had a bit of a change, and we've had a I'm not sure what the numbers, I didn't even have a look at them, it was last night. So that's the Aussie. At least we're heading in the right direction. We're in a buy, and these green levels are big round numbers. In this case, it's a 65 cent, which is like an absolute magnet price. BTC, Bitcoin, no trades at the moment. Looking for a potential buy. We've got a blue dot on the MACD platinum below the zero level. Prices come back to the moving averages. We're sort of stuck between 120,000 level, which is this one up here, and there's 100,000 level on Bitcoin. In the 8-hour charts, I was in some buys, and I made some money on that, which is good. So I'm trying to stick with buys only on crypto at the moment. See how that goes. I'm not taking any shorts. Euro Aussie. Now it looks like there's a lot on, but there's not. I actually closed during the week. 4th of September, I closed. So let's have a look. Where's the 4th? So the open of the 4th. This candle here on the open. So basically at the low. It wasn't quite at my overall break even. You remember this is a pair I switched to DCA. So on the 26th of August, I pivoted to dollar cost averaging, where I started closing a lot of trades. You can read the notes there. And all it left me was these sell trades, the ones in red. 4 sell trades. I had a bit of profit banked. So I went on this, opened this candle down here on the 4th. I decided, I added up all the open trades, looked at the profit I had banked, added it all up, and I closed all trades, including covering all the swap fees, made nearly $100,000, I wish it was $100 on all those trades from that date back here. So it's a lot of work for not much in return, but at the end of the day, it was a break-even result, overall break-even. Sorry. Yeah, there's a, get rid of that. That was my profit in the bank. Then by the time I closed all the trades, it left with me about $100. So that they're all finished. No more open trades in the Euro Aussie. So it just shows you a bit of patience, time, covered the swap fees, etc. Made a little bit of money. Bit of heartache, bit of stress, but still good. All right, Euro Yen. I'm still in this buy trade from back on the 13th of August. Absolutely going nowhere. It's just above the entry now. The MACD platinum's been below the zero level. It was taken on hidden bullish divergence there. As soon as we get through the zero levels, I'll look at taking some action. It's basically right at my entry price now, and that was from the 13th of August. So 2 weeks or so. So it's not doing well, but it's not doing bad. And this will just show you, this is the Euro USD. It'll just show you how flat the market's been for a month. August is traditionally a quiet month, you know. Now we're out of August. Hopefully it'll pick up a bit. So we got a couple of trades on. DCA, we've already closed out some. We've got a stop in place. So there was the first buy, there was the second buy. Done some partial closes, and now we just got a stop in place. Can't lose on the trade, but it's just absolutely, since this date here, which is the 4th of August, So all of August, it's just gone flat. You know, this is the biggest pair. The Euro USD is the most popular pair, and that just shows you what the market's been like for the whole month. Absolutely sideways. So we've got this resistance level on price. Look at the MACD. It's absolutely hugging the zero level. So it's hard to get excited about anything. The last one's that blue dot there. Yeah, I'm not taking a buy. I'm in a buy, so that's nothing. So we can't lose, which is a good thing, but we're not. There's nothing to get too excited about. Pound Aussie in a sell from the 25th of August here. Keep in mind when I take these trades, so I'm a little bit messed up at the moment, but the good thing is with the 3-hour time difference to my normal living in Vietnam or Cambodia, here with the daily candle, what did I say? Is it 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock at the morning? 4 o'clock, isn't it? AM. Well, it's 3 hours later, so I'm getting up about 8:30 here, and it's like me getting up at 6 o'clock at home. So it's 5:30 at home. So it's not too bad, except the trading the 8-hour charts. It's my afternoon candles at 3 p.m. and my night candles at 11 p.m., which is a little bit painful. I prefer the 8 p.m. one. All right, so let's get into it. So this is a pound Aussie. We're in a sell. And what I was going to say with all that, when I take a trade, I take a screenshot and I post it in the daily update. So it's not like 3 days later I tell you this is a trade I got in. It's basically done within a few hours of the market open. So it's transparency, and you see it warts and all basically. So we're in a sell. I've already closed half. MACD platinum through to zero level. Stop and place. Can't lose on this trade. Now, the trade itself was taken on hidden divergence, which technically it is. You can see the red trend line. It's a bit hard there, but it was a good resistance level. So it's a couple of things. You can see the divergence there, resistance level there. Now it's come down to the support level sort of down here. So it's bounced off that. So if we get a buy signal, this is something we'll definitely take, but we can't lose on the sell. So it's all good. Moving along, pound CAD. Right, we're stopped out. Now this is Monday, new trade on Monday. So we're in the sell, which was from the 28th of August. That's this one here. Already closed half. So I closed half and stop and placed. MACD platinum through the zero level there and stop place. And it was stopped out last night on the news. So 5th of September stopped out for very small profit. On Monday, there's a new buy signal here. There's a blue dot. MACD platinum's just below the zero level, which is not ideal. We've got this level down here, which didn't reach. But my concern is this level here, resistance level. Now, price is just about at it. You can see it's already touched it and bounced down. But it's a valid signal all the same. So the pound CAD, S1 buy. Don't know, S1 just means sequence 1. So sequence 2 stopped out. I don't know what the price is. That's why the blue line's sitting out here. So the sell, we're out of the sell. So I can get rid of all that. We'll just leave it on the video to show you guys and girls where we're at. So the sell's done. S2's gone. So on Monday, all we've got is this buy setup. I'm a bit concerned about we're at the previous high. It's really got to break it. We've been range bound, but it's a valid signal. MACD platinum below the zero level. Blue QMP fills a dot. The trend is technically up, looking at the moving averages, but it's just a bit tight in here. That's what my concern is. But we'll take it. Pound Swiss, no trades on. I wasn't a sell. I just got out of it. There's a big negative swap now on the 4th of September. So let's have a look here. That would have been in here somewhere. So on the open of this candle here, this bullish candle on Thursday, I just closed the trade. The big swap on the negative side. Any of the Swiss pairs that you're shorting, big negative swap. So I got out. In hindsight, I wish I hadn't now. But, you know, there's a blue dot on MACD platinum below the zero level, but Friday it's come down. So we're out of this trade. So we're not in that trade. So now waiting on a new signal completely. But that's all a bit messy, a bit ugly. So it wasn't a loss, but it wasn't a win either. I think it was a small loss. I think it was about $2 or something. But technically it was a loss. Pound yen, as you know, I'm in plenty of trades all the way from back here, trying to get down. Got all these loss recoveries. Yeah, hell of a lot of money to make up. At 15,000, isn't it? Jesus, that's a lot of money, isn't it? This is one pair I'll just keep on plodding along. The last thing was this sell here, which is here. We'll go to a cleaner chart. There's a couple of pairs. I've got two charts. This is one of them. But this is the same pair, just a cleaner chart to see where my last trade is and where I'm at. So it was a sell, and like a lot of things, just gone completely sideways. I could probably extend that blue line across. There's really no need for that blue line because it's a resistance level, but it's at the 200, that green dash. Look, that's the 200, big round number. You see prices banging its head on there a few times, have trouble breaking through. We want it to go down. In the meantime, we've got a blue dot on the MACD platinum below the zero level, but we haven't followed through with a new QMP filter dot. Still the red's the most valid signal. Just above the entry at the moment. Caused me a bit of grief, but that's where we're at. Pound USD is another pair that was been giving me a lot of grief from a long time ago. We all know the backstory on that. I've said it, talked about it many times. Last trade was this sell. We're trying to get down here. Overall break even for all these trades is down there. Got a bit of profit in the bank. Where's my profit? So I've got $6,200 in profit to play with. So I've basically gone to DCA mode now. So dollar cost averaging, trying to get back down this level. I can prune these trades. I've talked about this in previous videos. It's just a matter of me just plodding along and try to remove these trades. Or this bottom sell trade is a big position size. So with, say it's got 6,200 profit in the bank already, I can reduce this trade size by 6,200 if I want to bring me back to square, and it'd make life a lot easier for me. It'd bring my overall break even up a lot higher, but we just want to go from signal to signal and see where we're at. In the meantime, I'll go to a cleaner chart just so you know where we're at the moment. So this is the same pair, just a cleaner chart showing the most recent trade, which was here. It was a sell on the 21st of August. It was based on there's a resistance level in price and also hidden bearish divergence. And the MACD, it still hasn't got back to the zero level, and we've just gone sideways because of August, and we're just above the entry. So we're going nowhere fast at the moment on the pound USD. New Zealand CAD, another one's been causing me some grief from back here. I did switch on the 2nd of September. I went to dollar cost averaging mode. Slick. So now we're in buys only. I basically closed all my sell trades. So I closed all my sell trades and just switched to the buy side. Got a bit of profit banked in, $1,277 roughly. Overall break even is this yellow dash line up there. So it's looking a bit messy from these other previous trades last few days, but Friday was kind to me. Obviously Canadian because it's a NZ CAD. So the Canadian numbers obviously helped me and pushed it up above the entry level, heading towards the overall break even. I'll be glad to see the back of this pair too. It's a pair I don't mind trading, but when it gets in this sideways stuff, it's a little bit hard. Even on the 80, it causes me grief sometimes, but generally it works out in the end of the day. New Zealand USD, again, multiple previous trade entries for loss recovery. My last trade is this buy here. So this buy on the 29th of August. And it's going against me, come down. Get rid of that line, we don't need that anymore. So with this red dot here, but Friday, again, the numbers were kind to me. US employment numbers helped me out. And it's gone back up to my entry level. These yellow lines are my targets because I've got previous losses to make up. Got about $215 in losses to make up. So at least it's starting to head in the right direction now. And there's now blue dot on the MACD platinum. So we're trying to push up towards these yellow lines there. Trend is starting to turn down. You can see the market structure is clear as. Lower highs, lower lows, so down, but it's got to turn eventually. Well, it doesn't have to, but it probably, all things, you know, this is we're talking about the 8 main currency pairs, and the New Zealand and the USD are both 2 of those 8. They don't go up all the way to infinity, and they don't go all the way down to zero. So there's always that thing with Forex pairs. It's unique to Forex where you can trade both ways quite comfortably. Unlike stocks where they've got that bullish bias, or even gold or crypto and stuff like that. All right, USD CAD in multiple trades here. So 5th of September, I decided to bit the bullet. It's only a few days ago, yesterday. I closed, where they closed? 5 sell trades. I'll tidy it up a bit. Closed 5 sell trades. Didn't give me, there's a bit of negative swap there, so it didn't give me as much profit as I hoped. My profit todate's only $31, so I haven't really got much open. I've got 17 trades open still, so I've got a combination of buys and sells still, all the way back to here. That's my overall break even, that yellow line there, so it's not too far away. Now, the last trade was this buy. We'll just go to another chart, which is a bit cleaner to see. So that's where we're at with that. You can just pause the video and have a read of that. We'll go to a cleaner chart. This is the most recent one. This buy trade here yesterday. So we've got hidden bullish divergence there. MACD platinum below the 0 level. You can see we've got a bit of a base there. It's all a bit messy here. I've got a bit of a base. It's come down. And is it turning? We've got higher high, higher low, higher high. And now we've sort of got a low that's pretty much the same. Probably could have done a trend line across there too, which I didn't do at the time, which I'll put now. So you could probably say this is a support level here on price. So it's a combination of the hidden divergence and a support level. Let's get it close. There we go, 0. So there's a support level there. So it's a combination of support and the hidden bullish divergence. Is it going to go up? Who knows? Hope it does and keeps on going up. And as per that previous chart, same pair, try and get up to that yellow line. It's exactly the same chart. So that's the USD CAD. USD Singapore dollar. Not much happening here. It's absolutely sideways. You can see it here. It's reflected on the MACD platinum. It's hugging that 0 level. So just waiting on a clear signal either way. So no rush. XAG USD, which is silver. Last trade was this buy. Had a loss recovery from here. Recovered the loss. The MACD platinum shot up nicely through here. Through the MACD platinum through the 0 level. So if you were in a trade, close half. Look, I've got my stop down here at the moment. I recovered that loss. What was that loss? $220 roughly. That's all been recovered and stop in place. Broke above the $40 level here. Now, I'm just waiting for this to sort of go up a little bit higher. I'm going to drag my stop up and get it. But all my loss recovery stuff's been done, so all good. So I can get rid of those yellow lines. They're no longer targets. Now, I probably should have drawn this in. I will move that stop up. I'll probably do it on Tuesday or something. There's a red dot on the MACD platinum above the 0 level. So I'm just watching that. That puts me in sell mode. But we'll just try and get the stop up higher and lock in, make sure we don't lose on this trade at all. Or I'm thinking if I could probably close 20. So I've still got a little bit, could do another partial close or something like that, just make sure. Right, it's big cousin, big brother, gold, XAU, USD. Same deal. I was in a loss, lost $553 roughly on this previous buy here, and took a buy here and second one, and it's gone up nicely. Stop in place. It recovered my loss on the 28th of August. So went through my targets and it's going up nicely. Now gold's gone through the 3,500 level, which is a big round number, and it's going up. So I'm just going to trail the stop up. Can't lose on that trade. And as you can see, the MACD is going up nicely. It's way above the 0 level now. So can't lose on that. So other than my problem pairs, like the pound USD, New Zealand CAD and USD CAD, and the pound yen. So there's 4 pairs that are sort of giving me grief. All the others are going okay. We've got US stock market. Let's have a quick look at that. So it made a new high on Friday, just here. What's that? 6,533 roughly. Broke the previous high, but it's finished on a bearish candle. Last trade signal says buy here. Buy in there, sell, it's not a valid signal. And then the buy there, but it's all a bit sideways. And as I said, it's been August, so it's all a bit messy. But that's a new high just above that. So I move that blue line up a little bit, about there. That's all right. Yeah, all right, that's it. I'm not going to go through my 8-hour charts. I'm just going to keep this just 25 minutes for this video. So one new trade on Monday. That's the pound CAD. That's a buy. So we'll do that. Other than that, the 8-hour charts are going along nicely. If you want to have a look at those, just have a look at the shared spreadsheet. And also my daily DCA. That's with all those trades are only small position sizes, but that's with JAGfx. So I've just been funded this month with them. So that's good. So it's 30,000 euros or whatever. Just by trading 0.02 on the daily charts, would you believe? Just shows you the power of their risk engine and that. But all good. Thanks for watching the video, boys and girls. If you do like it, hit the like button and subscribe button. It's always appreciated. Enjoy your weekend, and I'm not sure what my movements are, but hopefully heading back to Asia sort of in a week or so. So all good. All right, thank you.